Alright guys, Cigar Bob's back again today with my brother-in-law Corey. And today we are going to be trying the Curivari. We're going to be trying the Curivari Reserva 2000 edition. They have a Nicaraguan Colorado wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder, and a Nicaraguan filler. They're put out by a company called Curivari. I picked these up at JR's this week. They had a really good deal running where if you buy a box of Curivari's, it doesn't matter which box, you get a 10-pack sampler of all their Curivari lines for free. So you really end up getting 20 sticks for the price of, like 10, which is a box of these, which is $65 for 10 of them. That's a really good deal. So I ended up getting, 20 sticks for $65 or so. But anyways, this is a 5x50, so it's a Robusto. It's triple capped, and it's actually a Nicaraguan Puro. So, everything I've read on the cigar makes it sound like it's going to be a really tasty smoke. So that's what me and Corey are here to do today. And we're going to cut and light these things. I think Corey's already got his cigar cut.
Yes, sir.
I just got to cut mine.
Well, he's cutting it.
Yeah, Corey's going to go
ahead.
ahead.
Tell you a little bit about what we're drinking today as well.
That's right.
So, we got a local vineyard over here. It's known as the Hennett family vineyard. They offer several different wines they actually create there, using muscadine grapes, a couple of different fruits they import from local other farms, and all their wine is really, really good. So I'm drinking the one of their fruit wines actually right now, which is a blackberry. It's 12% by volume. It's priced relatively well for the bottle, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that it'll make a great pairing with this. So as soon as I get the light, I'll light mine up as he's starting his up.
And I'm drinking a beer that's an organic chocolate stout. It's really good. You can pick them up a lot of places. I know a lot of the friends I have on Facebook are really fans of that organic chocolate stout. It just has a real good vanilla taste and a little bit of chocolate, so it pairs really well with cigars. So I figured, I would use that today. Plus, it's one of my preferred beers of choice, so it goes really good with a medium to full-bodied cigar. So me and Corey are going to give you guys a rundown of these Curivari Reserva 2000s. And let me get a nose exhale off this thing. I'll tell you guys a little bit what I'm getting, and then we'll see what Corey's getting out of his. By the way, it's windy as shit out here today, so if you hear a little bit of racket in the camera, it's because of the wind.
And the smoke is drawing him again today, so it's going to be interesting.
Very good nose exhale. A lot of pepper, a lot of spice, just like it said in the review, the rundown on the cigar. Getting notes of coffee. Getting some notes of pepper and spice. A little bit of the cedar because it's lined in a cedar box. I don't know how long it's been in there, but that's probably where the cedar taste is coming from.
It's also got a hint of berry, which it's also got a slight infusion with.
Right.
Again, with this wine, it's making it pop, so I don't know if he's able to taste it very well, but it's there.
Yeah, you can definitely tell there's some berry in here. There's actually even a little bit of a slight chocolatey taste too, which is really interesting. Let me get another nose exhale off of this stick.
Pretty good smoke.
Very, very good smoke. I've smoked Curivari's for a little while before JR's actually carried them, but they're extremely hard to find. A lot of your local shops may or may not carry them yet. I don't know. But like I said, if you go on JR Cigar's website, you can get boxes of these for $65 for 10 of them. They have several other lines that are priced about the same. This is probably one of the better priced lines, and it's by far probably my favorite. They also have another line that's called the Buenaventura's, which is kind of more of an economy line, but the quality and the consistency is just about as good as this, and you're only going to end up paying about $52 for a box of 10. So I'll be doing a cigar review on one of those real soon because I did buy 2 boxes of those. Because it's a great everyday smoke, and you're not going to spend an ass ton of money. So, what you getting out of yours now, Corey?
Definitely the berry, and I think the one's helping a lot, and it's popping a lot. So,
what kind of berry would you think you're hitting on here?
I think they're using local berries like blackberries, blueberries, something in that nature. There is a flavor of coffee. It's very, I won't say it's strong, but it's very pronounced. Yeah, it's definitely a roast coffee there.
Yeah, there definitely is a roasted coffee taste. Let me show you guys what this cigar looks like up close because we're a little farther away than normal. Well, it's got a beautiful Nicaraguan Colorado wrapper on it, and like it says, it's a Nicaraguan Puro, and
they're wrapped fairly well as well.
Yeah, very good wrap.
These are. It's not one of those wraps where it's too dry or it's too oily. It's actually a pretty nice cigar to look at.
Oh yeah.
So as far as smoking goes, it's actually really good.
Very good cigar. This cigar comes highly recommended, man. I'm telling you, I've been smoking these Curivaris for probably, I've known about them for at least 4 or 5 years, but I haven't been able to get them locally for about maybe a year or less because JR's hasn't been carrying them that long. There was another shop I had to go to get them, and a lot of people didn't even know about them, so I kind of kept it secret. But now that they're out, a lot of places are going to have them. Do yourself a favor and pick yourself up some. I'm not sure what websites are going to have prices that's going to be better than JR's for the box price.
I think it's going to be hard to beat JR's because, JR's, they're the kind of cigar shop. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put down the boutique, cigar shops because, that's where they, live and thrive, especially when new cigars hit the market. But when it comes to JR's, they have the ability, they're almost like the Walmart of cigars.
That's right.
They can buy them by the dozens, in reference to boxes.
Yep.
So, it makes us easy to pick these up.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but, yeah, like Corey said, JR's is probably going to be the cheapest spot to buy them. And, my recommendation is to go on their website and look around and see what they got. They got like 4 or 5 different lines. The Buenaventure is one of them. The Curivari Reserva Limitada is one of them. That's the ones we're smoking. Mm-hmm. And they have 2 or 3 other blends. I don't remember the exact name of them right now. So, but go on their website and look around. And really look around on my website. If you go to cigarcognoscente.com, there'll be a link at the end of this video to go through the website and look. But for all my viewers out there, go through my website and take a look at some of the reviews I've done. Watch some of these videos and get an idea for something that you're looking for. I have a lot of recommendations in my videos for cigars. This is one that's going to be highly recommended. So,
oh yeah, especially as an economy smoke. This
right.
is like you said, the box of 10 for that price, and then I guess I don't know how long they run in that sale.
I'm not sure on the extra box right now. It may be this week and last week. I don't know. I don't know if it's just an in-store thing or if it's an online thing as well. But
either way, it would be worth it just to check it out.
Right.
Because like you said, that's hard to beat. To get that amount of cigars and for that price, it's hard to find another box of cigars for that price.
It really is.
So, when you really think about it, one of these sticks is probably what, $5, $7, somewhere in that range.
I want to say these are about $7.50 a stick. So when you buy a box of 10 of them for $65, you're getting them for about $1 cheaper, maybe a little bit less than what you would buy buying them singly. So
good.
What I would do is go to my website, go to my home page, and then go click on official cigar reviews. That's going to give you a picture of the cigar. You click on it, it'll say read more. That will take you to a secondary page that has the full rundown of the cigar as well as this video attached to it. So,
don't you have a live link there?
And
too,
also, like Corey said, there'll be a live link on my website on the the review of the cigar. It'll take you directly to the product, so you ain't got to search for it. Just go click on my link when you look at the review.
Which is nice because you go to some cigar shops, you may mention this. You may have seen it. You may show the person, that's running the shop at the time. They might even know what you're talking about. So
that's right.
The best part about clicking his ad, it's boom. It's right there. As soon as you click it, that's exactly what we're smoking. So there's no question.
That's right.
So
we're gonna sit here. We're gonna chit chat, and we're gonna talk about these for a little bit, and we'll get back with you guys here in about 15-20 minutes, and we'll let you know a final rundown on these sticks, and you know, we'll give you our overall consensus, which is pretty high right now. So, Cigar Bob and Corey smoking it together on a Saturday evening in Clayton, North Carolina.
70 degrees, baby.
Talk to you in about 15 minutes. Later, guys.
We're back.
Yep, we're back, guys. We're halfway through our cigars. Probably been about 30 minutes. And
See the winds calm down too.
yeah, the wind's
Actually
calmed
going up.
down. Thank God, because it was blowing Corey smoke up in my face. I couldn't breathe. And but anyways, these cigars, man, the ash is holding on just beautifully. Show them give them a close up of your cigar. See what they're burning great, man. I only flicked my ash once. I mean, it's got about an inch of ash left on mine, and I'm still getting notes of coffee. I'm still getting a little bit of notes of berry. Still getting a little bit of the cedar. And you know, these type of cigars don't leave a shitty aftertaste in your mouth. They leave a really clean, chocolatey palate, which is just a little bit of a chocolatey aftertaste, which is very interesting. Very smooth.
Yeah, it's not one of those heavily oiled cigars where it's I would say it lightly coats your mouth. And I mean, it may have an influence on what we're drinking as well. So I mean, you never know until you try one. So you got to try one. Other little things, you know, like you said, everything's holding on. The peppers, I would say, it's not there anymore. It's usually, I guess, in the first part of it after light, maybe first 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it really calmed down as far as the pepper and spice.
But you know, now it's still the roast coffee, it's still the berry, maybe a little bit of cocoa. I mean, it may be there. But I guess we can talk about the smoke. You know, this is another one of those smokes where it's not offensive. You know, if you're smoking this around maybe a barbecue or something like that, you know, it's something that you can light up without running everybody off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very pleasing smoke. I think of the other thing that I wanted to compliment the cigar on, because it's a good smoke, especially for the price.
And don't get us wrong, it does have a nose exhale on it. I mean, it's still a stout cigar if you're going to nose exhale it, but
I think they advertise these as a full.
Mm-hmm.
You say it was a full?
Yeah, they're advertised as full.
So I don't smoke too many fulls, but this is definitely a full that I can handle and nose exhale. So it's
Right.
I don't think I would give it the like flat out full.
No.
But I would say it's definitely has a medium to a full. So it's not something that's going to tear you up. You know, it's something that you can actually smoke and actually have the full strength and nicotine or whatever you're
That's
looking
right.
for. So
That's right. So our overall consensus on this cigar, what would you give it, Corey, out of a 10? What?
out of a 10,
Yeah.
you know, this may sound a little bit high, but I'm going to give it a high just on the fact that, you know, a box of 10 is what he said. It's a 60.
$65.
Yeah. So that's hard to beat first and foremost. Number two, the wrap is done well. The smoke is it's a very pleasing smoke. I'm one that likes the boutique style where they're infused with certain things, you know, everyday things like, you know, berries, coffee, chocolate, or whatever. You know, I like those kind of smokes because I like a little bit of flavor aside from the tobacco. Which, don't get me wrong, I like it, but you know, some people have different palates. So
That's right.
other than that, I'm gonna say it's rated pretty high. I'm gonna go with a 9, and that's just on the fact that, you know, they're priced well and they taste good.
Yep.
So,
I believe my consensus is right there with you. I'd give it a 9 to a 9.5 for overall quality versus price.
well kept secret too.
Yeah, very well kept secret. I don't think they did it intentionally. I think it just was.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
think
a
it was
business
just a,
practice thing, but
Yeah, you know, like a new cigar company that's like maybe some people just hadn't heard of them. Some companies could carry them, some couldn't. And I know there's things like restrictions where certain companies that sell cigars can't sell the same product. Not on everything, but certain select cigars can't be sold within a certain distance of another cigar shop.
and just to add onto that, you know, a lot of cigars that are sold in one shop but not the other. Like you said, you know, a lot of it's you know, specialties where cigar shop may go in and say, you know what, let's get a signature cigar that we can, say that that's our blend. And that's usually what they do. They go to a cigar maker and say, look, this is what we want. This is what filler, this is what wrap, this is how we want it, this is how strong, etc., etc., etc. And boom, you end up with an awesome cigar that's sold in, one cigar shop, which, if it's made well and it tastes great, obviously it sells. So this is one of those that it made it out of that single, cigar shop. JR's wanted to buy it up and start selling it. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's a good smoke, and that brings me to another point, which we haven't talked about this too much, and, I figure we could bring it up a little bit, which we're looking at possibly, coming up with a signature blend, something that, we could, put out there for everybody to try. And I'm not really sure where we're going with it, or whether it's going to be a medium or medium full or a full, but you can talk on it a little bit if you want.
Yeah, we've discussed, either making products that, as far as cigars, how we're going to go about doing this. And, if we don't do cigars, we may get into manufacturing something that cigar connoisseurs, and everyday cigar smokers might find useful, something handy, something that hasn't been thought of yet. So, me and Corey are both pretty much engineers. And so, he's got electrical background. I'm more aviation background, and he did avionics. He was avionics tech in the Navy, so he's got a lot of electronics experience. And then my degree is basically in mechatronics, which is robotics engineering. So when me and Corey get together, sometimes it's kind of dangerous because I
think you're saying it lightly there.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous, but when two great minds like us think alike, we're not
going to tell them about the garage door.
No,
that's not going to happen.
No, that might be in a later video when we're plastered or something, But when me and Corey come together, we usually can pull off some pretty interesting stuff. So, like I said, if we don't do the cigar line, it may be a little too expensive. It may be a little too much to get into at the moment, because he's a full-time dad and full-time engineer. And I'm still in college, and I work full-time as well. So it's maybe a future venture that we're going to look into. But, the first thing we might possibly be able to do is to come up with a product line that's, something useful for cigar smokers. So we're not sure what we're going to do yet, but we're going to do something.
But with that, and I hate to interrupt you and cut you off like that,
good.
But with that, we're looking for ideas. It helps to have, a little idea. Tell us about what's useful. When you go to a cigar shop or you're sitting at home, you've got 3 common items that you must have. You got to have the cigar, you got to have a way to cut it or punch it or what have you, and you got to have a way to light it. But there's other side items there. You got ashtrays, you got everything, but we're not looking for the simple ashtray. We're looking for something that you can use. Something that's unique, that when you finally see it, you're like, man, I got to have that.
Yeah.
Some people come up with, this is just an example, which you can actually buy at local, JRs, if I'm not mistaken. I still think they carry them. But it's basically a lawn chair, or, one of these nice, chairs that go on the decks or porches. But it's a clip, right where you can set your, cigar down or what have you. It comes with an ashtray as well. But, again, we're looking, we're thinking of ideas. But, if you want to toss out an idea, we'll do our best to run with it. See how we can make it happen.
Yep. So, overall consensus, back to the cigar for a minute. We both gave it a 9.5. It's a great stick. Go to my website, cigarcognoscente.com. Read the full write-up review as well as watching this video, because you're, if there's anything we missed on in the video, it's going to be written up in the review. There'll be pictures attached to the page as well as this video. So, do yourself a favor. Go through the website, check this out. Go to JR's website through my website, and snap yourself up a box of these and try them out, man. They're highly recommended cigars. So, stay tuned for our next video, which will be probably tomorrow. We're going to be doing some more reviews. We're not sure what we're going to review yet, but there's plenty of sticks we have in the humidor, so we will be getting back with you guys tomorrow. And look forward to talking to you guys. Hope you have a great Saturday night. And this is Bob and Corey.
And before you cut us, I just wanted to add one more thing. Let's make this a little interactive. You know, like you said in a couple of other videos, tell us what you're smoking. You know, in the bottom of this page, put some comments down.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think. I mean, tell us how we're doing. You know, what you're smoking, what you like, what you want us to try. I mean, if you see a smoke out there, you know, that's in a box that may be priced, you know, it might have a good price on it, you know, but you're too afraid to try it, hit us up. We'll try it. You know, if you got questions, feel free to ask. We'll do our best to answer them. So,
yep.
Other than that, like you said, you know, I think we're going to wrap this review up. So
yep. This is a wrap, folks.
Send us out.
So, Cigar Bob's out, Corey's out, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hope y'all have a great Saturday night.
Till tomorrow.
Later, folks.
It's still a really damn good cigar.
Oh, hell yeah.